Nelson Forensics was started back in 1994 in Dallas, Texas. I was involved in a construction defect evaluation and was fascinated by the world of investigative engineering, which has now grown into architectural investigations, engineering investigations, and cost estimating. We now provide a multidiscipline approach to complex building problems. Nelson Forensics is a company that basically determines what happened. We answer the why in buildings, infrastructure, and equipment failures. Whether it breaks, bulges, burns, or blows up, we're there to solve the problem and find the root cause and solution. The Nelson Discovery Laboratory was constructed in 2014. We constructed the laboratory for a place where we could do state-of-the-art testing, but also develop new testing for buildings and infrastructure over time. The vision for the Nelson Discovery Lab was to improve our roofing evaluations by doing them not only in-house, but enhance the system by developing other new procedures to better evaluate roofing systems, from hail damage, systems evaluations, and any potential evaluations we were going to do in the future.
Our laboratory is a cutting-edge facility which offers advanced technologies and testing methods. Our laboratory is led by Justin Donaldson, who's a licensed civil engineer and a roofing expert. Specialized technical staff perform the testing offered at our lab.
To stay ahead of our clients' ever-growing need for cutting-edge materials testing services, Nelson Forensics built the Nelson Discovery Laboratory in 2014. The campus is located just outside of Dallas, Texas, and includes a laboratory building and separate evidence storage, warehouse, and inspection facility. The laboratory building includes a training classroom where we provide continuing education opportunities and a conference room. Over the years, the laboratory has expanded to include a wide array of advanced technologies and testing services, which makes Nelson your first choice when it comes to forensic consulting. These services are performed by our licensed professional engineers or architects, certified specialists, and laboratory technicians. Several of Nelson's testing services are associated with forensic roofing evaluations. These tests are performed on roof membrane samples, also known as cores, extracted from the roof being evaluated. The samples are then sent to the Discovery Laboratory. The test performed most often on roof membrane samples is the delamination test. During this test, the layers of a membrane sample are separated and then evaluated for evidence of impact distress, which can include impact from hail. This test allows us to identify distress or deficiencies inside of the membrane that may not be evident from observation of the membrane surface alone. Another test frequently performed on roof membrane samples is the water column test, which is used to determine if a sample is watertight. The test results help us to determine if a particular type of damage has allowed water to migrate through the roof membrane. Additional tests can be performed on roof membrane samples, which include desaturation of bituminous membranes, identification of coal tar versus asphalt materials for bituminous roofing, and identification of TPO versus PVC materials for thermoplastic roofing. In addition to laboratory testing, Nelson has the ability to perform a variety of field-based evaluation and testing services. Our certified thermographers utilize infrared imaging equipment to identify problems within various building systems, including electrical systems and the building envelope. Thermal anomalies that occur in the main power distribution systems can indicate connection and equipment failures, and even potential maintenance needs of the systems prior to failure. For a building's internal electrical system, infrared imaging is used to determine hotspots for electrical connections in distribution panels, electrical motors, and inline connections. Infrared technology is also used to evaluate thermal properties of roofing and exterior wall systems. Discovering the thermal anomalies of these systems lead us to areas of heat gain or loss, which may be the result of voids within the building insulation. The infrared technology can be used in conjunction with other tests to confirm the presence or absence of entrapped moisture. Water spray testing is an additional tool used to investigate potential water intrusion through a building envelope. It is performed independently or in conjunction with thermal imaging. Spray testing is conducted on-site to evaluate the as-built conditions or in a laboratory setting to evaluate mock-ups of building envelope systems. Another advanced technology that Nelson uses is ground penetrating radar, GPR, for non-destructive testing of concrete building components, including structural framing and floor slabs. Our trained and certified GPR operators utilize this cutting-edge, non-destructive technology to evaluate the location and configuration of steel reinforcement within concrete sections and to evaluate floor slab thinness and support conditions. This technology often minimizes the need for invasive destructive testing and is ideal for evaluation of facilities which are in use, given the minimal impact to surrounding operations. Our aerial drones enable Nelson to survey buildings and areas that pose safety concerns or that are otherwise inaccessible. Drones are utilized for observation of large complex structures, structural collapses, fire-damaged structures, steep and tall roof slopes, and multi-story building facades. The drones provide imagery for both spatial orientation and precise observation of areas of damage to buildings, equipment, and other property.
Nelson Forensics' monitored and secured evidence storage facility accommodates evidence for examination, testing, and litigation support. Nelson Forensics space is monitored and secured where all items, large and small, can be stored, documented, and observed. Evidence can be sent directly to our storage facility where it will be inventoried and stored in compliance with industry standards and accepted procedures. Nelson Forensics facility has a spacious private room which allows for joint laboratory examinations and consultation.
Nelson Forensics is committed to continuing research efforts that advance forensic knowledge and capabilities industry-wide. Both broad-based and specialized research projects have been conducted, yielding valuable data to our licensed professionals. This information has been used to author professional papers and publications. These peer-reviewed publications are presented at industry events, such as the tri-annual Forensic Congresses hosted by the American Society of Civil Engineers.
We envision that our laboratory is going to continue to grow, both in terms of staff that work at the laboratory and perform the testing and the services offered at the laboratory. This will be invaluable in providing great service to our clients. As you've just seen, Nelson Forensics has the expertise and capabilities to solve your complex problems, and we look forward to doing just that for you.